Illustrated program created by Rio Grande.
Riverside Sheriff's Office calling all cars. Attention all cars. Broadcast 287 regarding a bloodstained car at the Indio substation. Assist the officers. That's all. Rolls and clips.
Have you tried our new gasoline? This new all-purpose Rio Grande crack embodies twice as many vital ingredients as found in ordinary fuel. And all are expertly combined in just the right ratio to give you the gasoline of all purpose. Police car drivers and the pilots of other public-serving automobiles throughout California were the proving ground for this sensationally new motor fuel. And their unstinted acclaim convinced us all-purpose Rio Grande crack should be made available to the general motoring public. They found its scientific blend of additional ingredients made up a gasoline that has everything, each element contributing its part to the 100% performance of which each car is capable. Maximum motor car efficiency at minimum cost is yours. The emergency benefits of all-purpose Rio Grande crack are no farther away than the nearest red and white Rio Grande station. So get a tankful in the morning and watch your car take you places more swiftly, more smoothly, yes, and more economically than ever before. The story we are to hear tonight has been taken in the main from facts to be found in the confidential files of the sheriff of Riverside County. We have therefore asked Under Sheriff Steve Lynch to open our program.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure for me to avail myself of an opportunity to stress the importance of public recognition of the work of the peace officers. The job of policing any jurisdiction is one that rightfully belongs to the general public. The fact that this duty is delegated to certain officers does not lessen the public's responsibility to cooperate with those officers in enforcing the law. In Riverside County, we are proud of the cooperation not only of private individuals, but of the various law enforcement bodies. The cooperation of local police departments with the sheriff's office and of all other branches of law enforcement makes it an easy task in our county to point out the truthfulness of the statement, crime in any form is a losing proposition. Additional facts on tonight's case will be heard at the end of the program.
In the sheriff's substation in Indio, Deputy Sheriff Ben de Clevecourt received a visit.
Hello, Patterson. Come in.
Morning, Ben. How's the sheriff's office?
Oh, getting along. What's on your mind this morning?
Remember old man Martin?
Old Wendy?
Yeah, he's the one.
Sure, I remember him. Haven't seen him for quite a while, though. Must be about a month.
Oh, that's right. I was out looking for him yesterday, but couldn't find him.
What'd you want with him?
Well, he bought a car from me, that old Chevy of mine. He hasn't made the payment that was due on the 1st.
And this is the 24th of September.
That's right. I want my money or I want the car back.
What can I do about it? We can't run around looking for somebody just because he hasn't shown up lately.
Well, maybe not, but I want my car back. It's out there on the Kirsteiner Ranch. I found that much out, and I want it.
Want me to go out with you?
Yep.
Okay, we'll drive out and see what the car is doing there.
There she is, all right.
That car's been here a long time.
How do you know?
Yes, sir. I'd say this car's been here since the latter part of August.
Oh, I say, how do you know?
Remember that dust storm we had around the end of August?
Sure, blew all night.
Uh-huh. Well, take a look at the running board and the wheels on the east side.
Hey, that's the direction the wind came from, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, the dirt's piled high on that side, all right.
Tires are almost covered, and the crevices along the running board are full.
Yeah, it looks clean on the other side, though.
Yeah, and I'd say it's been cleaned. And it was cleaned after the storm.
I believe you're right.
See here, along the running board. There's been water or something liquid poured along here.
Yeah, there's a clean place on the floor here, too.
Yeah, that's been washed with soap. See the streaks along there?
Let's see what's on the inside.
Uh-huh. The inside of this car has been cleaned, too. At least the front part has.
Well, here's a lot of bedding and some groceries back here.
Any idea where the groceries came from?
Well, here's a sales ticket from the Indio Grocery. It's dated August 29th.
Good. Let me have it. I'll check on it later.
Hey, what are you taking up the floor mat for?
I want to see what's under here.
Find anything?
Unless I'm mistaken, this is blood under here.
Hey, it looks like the floor's been washed, too.
No, that watermark was made by the water running under the mat. Whoever cleaned up this car must have forgotten about that.
Hey, you know something? Maybe Wendy's done something and skipped out.
Been thinking about that.
She was kind of sweet on a girl down there at Coachella. You know, her old man told him he'd blow his head off if he didn't stay away from the girl.
Nah, Wendy was too old for that sort of thing.
Oh, that's what you think. You don't know Wendy like I do.
Well, nobody from Coachella's been reported missing.
And Wendy has. So maybe we're jumping at conclusions.
You're doing the jumping. I'm just not overlooking any bets. Maybe Wendy has done away with somebody and has run off.
On the other hand, that may not be blood.
That's right, too. And still further, it may not be human blood if it is.
Well, how are we going to find out?
Yeah, I'll scrape a little of it off and take it into Dr. Gray in Indio and have him make tests on it.
Well, can he tell if it's human blood?
Sure, it's a cinch. Dr. Gray?
Yes?
Here's some samples of scrapings I got from a car that I suspect has been mixed up in some sort of trouble. I wish you'd tell me whether they contain blood or not.
All right, Ben. Come into my laboratory here and we'll make a test of it. Hey, can I watch? Certainly. Come on in.
Here's the stuff I scraped off the floorboards of the car.
Just put it in that little glass dish there on the table.
Can you tell me if it's human or animal blood?
Yes, but that'll take a little longer.
Well, we got plenty of time.
Say, what's that stuff? Well, this is known as the benzidine test. It shows whether the stain is blood or something else. Well, Ben, I'm afraid you've got some blood here.
Yeah? How can you tell?
Well, watch while I drop some of this benzidine solution on a little piece of this dirt you brought in. See how it turns green?
Does, it's that.
Well, I'll be doggone. Simple, isn't it? Yeah, simple as falling off a log.
Now let's see if it's human blood.
Oh, well, that's a little more complicated. Hand me that bottle on the end of the shelf there.
This one?
Yes, that's the one. What, it says on the label, rabbit serum. What do? Shoot the little rabbits full of this stuff? No, we get it from the rabbits after they've been inoculated with human blood.
How's that going to work, Doc?
We pour a little into this test tube like this.
Yeah?
Then we add a solution of this stuff you brought in. Shake it a little. Now, if it's human blood and that sample, we should get a cloudy reaction.
By George, it's getting muddy, all right.
Yeah, I believe it is at that. Well, I'll be doggone. I believe you said that before. Yes, so it is. Well, Ben, I believe this is human blood, all right.
Let me talk to Sheriff Rayburn.
Just a moment. Sheriff Rayburn speaking.
Sheriff, this is Ben Creviture down at Indio.
How are you, Ben?
Okay, but I think we got a murder on our hands down here.
That's so? Who is it?
Old man Martin, Wendy Martin.
Who killed him?
Well, we don't know yet. We're not even sure that it's Martin who's dead. He may have killed somebody himself. I'm going out now and see if I can locate him.
Let me know what you find.
I will. Oh, Sheriff, maybe you'd better send a couple of the boys down to help look for Wendy.
All right, Ben. I'll send Lloyd Bowler and Lester Graham down to look things over.
Okay, Sheriff. I'm going out now with Chief Stanford and see if we can find Wendy.
Right.
I'll take a look at the stuff in Wendy's shack, too, and let you know what I find.
Okay, Ben. Go ahead.
else answered.
What do you think?
Personally, I believe somebody killed old man Martin for his money.
I never was sure he had any.
Neither was I.
I checked on that letter we found in Martin's shack.
No, the one to Judge Fredericks in Banning?
That's the one.
What did the judge say?
He'd written Wendy about a traffic case that Wendy was involved in. He'd been fined for drunk driving, but wasn't able to pay the fine, so the judge let him pay it in installments. Oh, and Wendy didn't show up on the first of the month like he promised. The judge sent him a letter. It had a self-addressed envelope in it. That's the one we found.
Oh, well, evidently Wendy's talk about having money was a fact to him, huh?
That's what I figured. That some of these fellas around here might have believed his story.
And killed him for the money, huh?
That's the basis I'm going on. I think we'll find his body in some of these fallow fields around here.
Yeah, might as well start looking here.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's take a look in this old well.
If there's a body in there, you can have the job of getting it out. I don't want any part of it.
Nope. Nothing down there.
Handy things, hand mirrors. You can throw the sunlight clear to the bottom.
Yeah. Well, I guess we might as well try the next well. I'm beginning to get awfully tired of looking down the old well.
Yeah, you and me both.
Won't be long before the sun's too low to use this mirror. Well, I'll try this one and call it a day.
It's pretty deep.
Yep. I'd say at least 60 feet.
See anything?
Not yet. Wait a minute. There is something down there.
Yeah, I see it, too. Looks like a shoe.
It is a shoe. It's one of Wendy Martin's shoes.
How do you know?
Take a good look. I can hold this mirror still. There. See how high that shoe is? Wendy had weak ankles. Always wore extra high shoes. That's Wendy Martin's body, all right.
Well, what do we do now?
Go back to Indio and get a well digger to bring his rig out here and hoist the body out.
Hey, wait a minute. You see this?
Bloodstains on the well tubing.
It looks like a touch of murder.
Looks that way. Boy, is it going to be a job finding out who killed old man Martin.
I never had any idea. 60-foot well
Seems so deep.
Well, won't be long now.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing. Cranking a windlass. Job I'm not very fond of.
Well, here it comes. You won't have to crank.
Old man Martin, all right. We've got our carpet to look at.
And so, almost a month after he had disappeared, John Windy Martin came back again to silently confirm the suspicion that he had been murdered. Later that day, in the sheriff's substation at Indio, the long arm of coincidence again reached into the tangled web of the case. Deputy Secretary is booking a prisoner.
Now, let's see. Your name's Smith, and you live at Chicella, do you?
Yeah.
Now, what'd I do with that blotter?
Ouch! That looks like a black widow spider, mister.
It is. It hit me right on the wrist, too. Square on the artery.
You better call a doctor.
Yes?
Hey, give me the hospital.
Go ahead. City Hospital.
Dr. Gray, please.
My mother.
Hello, Doc.
Yes?
This is Ben.
Where is that?
I just got bit by a black widow spider. I'll get it in a bottle and bring it over, and you can fix me up.
Oh, stop it. Let me get over here.
All right. Be right over.
Less than 20 minutes later, the delirious deputy was fast losing consciousness. Deputy Sheriff Bowler and Graham sent down the Sheriff Rayburn stood beside his bed in the hospital.
Well, Fuller, this is a fine thing. Here we've got a murder on our hands, and Ben has to get chewed up by a spider so he can't tell us what he knows.
That would have to happen to us. Well, it's just a chance, Graham, that Ben can carry on a pretty lucid conversation. Sometimes these poisons affect men that way.
Oh, so tooth serum, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Worth trying, Les.
Sure. Ben, can you hear me?
Can hear you? How are you, Les?
He knows you. I don't think so. He's quite oblivious to the surroundings.
Ben, we want to know about the Martin case. What did you intend to do next?
Talk to people on ranch. Where we found car. They're going to move. Juanita told me.
Who's Juanita, Ben?
She said little amateur detective. Talk to Juanita. She'll help you.
I remember seeing her address in his book down at the office. Okay, Ben, we'll talk to Juanita. What else?
Look for a boy Martin used to go to dances with. May know little Martin.
What's his name?
Alberto Rodriguez. Look for Alfredo Ruiz, too. He and Ron Rodriguez.
Think they killed Martin, Ben?
May have. Yes, Juanita.
Anybody else you think we ought to talk to?
Yeah, talk to Italian John. You may know something. Talk to a fellow named Calvio. He moved Martin's stuff just on the ranch.
Bet he's telling us more than if he was conscious. Well, that's possible. He's telling us the things he has planned to do and the things he has heard. You'll be safe from following up on them. Maybe that's a good tip. Might as well try it.
I guess so. This is beginning to get uncanny talking to Ben. Let's get to work. Buenos días, señora. ¿Habla inglés?
Sí, señor. El little.
Yeah, we'd like to talk to your husband. Is he home?
Sí, señor. He's inside the house. Venga.
Roger.
No hay de qué.
I'm beginning to get awfully tired of these Espanol cases.
Well, that's what you get for being my partner.
If I'd known you spoke this lingo, I wouldn't have worked with you.
You want to see me, senor?
Oh, yes. Your name Rodriguez?
That is my name.
You got a son named Alberto?
Sí, senor.
Where is he?
¿Quién sabe?
When did you see him last?
Sí, maybe 4 weeks ago now.
Where'd you been when you saw him last?
I don't know.
What time of day was it when he left?
Oh, cannot tell. I don't have no clock.
Did he come back here before he left the last time?
See? He came back in afternoon about 6 o'clock.
By the way, what time is it now?
Oh, no, it's exactly 3 o'clock.
It's a nice watch. May I look at it?
Si, senor. Here it is.
You had this long?
Oh, not so long.
Have it before your son left?
No, he gave it to me.
Your wife know where Alberto is?
I don't think so. Maria! You know where is Alberto now?
No.
You don't know?
You know Alfredo Ruiz?
Oh, him, sure. He's my wife's brother.
You know where he is?
No.
Your wife know?
Maria! You know where is Alfredo?
No.
You don't know that also?
So I gathered. Let's take a look around outside.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, you ought to oil that door.
No, it's too much trouble. We move from here very soon now.
Hey, how long did that old car of John Martin sit out here in front of your place?
Oh, a long time. 3, maybe 4 weeks.
Who left it there?
Alberto, he leave it there. He says, Senor Martin telling me go away. Alberto bring the car home. Then he go away.
Hey, Lester.
Yeah?
Look up on the roof there. What's that glittering in the sun?
I don't know. Any idea, Rodriguez?
See? Oh, no, senor.
Got a ladder around here?
There's one in the back, right beside the house there.
Let's get it.
See, senor?
Hey, whose tennis shoes are these back here in this crate?
No. Oh, I guess they belong to Alberto.
Alberto, eh? When did he leave them there?
Did he go away?
Bought some new ones, huh?
I guess so.
Yeah, well, that was a good idea. These have blood on them.
Found that ladder yet?
Coming up. That will Rodriguez.
Okay.
All right. Shove her up against these. I'll take a look on the roof and see what's up there. Find it?
I'll say.
What is it?
A watch chain.
And I've got a hunch where it came from.
Yeah? Where?
Off the watch that our friend Rodriguez is carrying.
Is that so, Rodriguez?
Senor, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you don't, eh? Well, we'll take you along to jail and see if you can't think it out.
Hello, George. How's business at the Indio Grocery?
Not so hot.
No?
It'd be all right if I collect what some of my other customers owe me.
That's his old man, Martin?
How'd you know he owed me anything?
Here's a sales slip we found in his car dated August 29th.
How'd you have me get it?
Old man Martin's been murdered, George.
Murdered?
That's right.
Who did it?
That's what we'd like to know.
Yeah, do you remember who was with him last time he was in here?
Let me see now. That was the day of the big dust storm, wasn't it?
I believe it was.
Let me see. Yeah. It was that Rodriguez kid, Alberto.
Alberto again, huh?
Yeah, I remember now. Kid bought some shotgun shells.
Yeah. Old man Martin's head was blown off with a shotgun.
Well, thanks, George. We'll be seeing you. Juanita, what do you know about Alberto Rodriguez?
Not much. He's a pretty weak boy.
What do you mean, weak?
He does what his Uncle Alfredo tells him to do.
You think he'd kill a man?
If Alfredo told him to, he would.
Do you think he killed old John Martin?
Yes.
What makes you think so?
I've been keeping my eyes and ears open. You ask Lee Johnson a few questions. I'm Italian John and Alfredo's brother, Alexander. You will learn a few things.
Such as?
You will find out that Alberto borrowed Italian John's shotgun the day old man Martin disappeared.
What else?
You will find out that Italian John is very angry about his shotgun.
Uh-huh. Go on.
And you will find out that Alexander will not talk about where Alberto is.
You know where he is yourself?
No, I could not find that out.
Okay, Juanita. Thanks. Let's start on John first, Lloyd.
John, I want to know about your shotgun.
Yes? What you want to know?
Where is it?
I don't know. She's annoying.
Don't start that stuff or you'll wind up behind an iron door. Where's that gun?
I tell you the truth. She's a no here. She's a bro.
How come?
I loaned it to us to Alberto. He say he go rabbit hunt. All day he should go rabbit hunt. Then in the evening he should come home. And his mother, she's bringing my shotgun to me. And she say, my boy is get a drink from a well. He's drop your gun and she's a bro. That's all I know. Who is going to pay me for my shotgun, huh?
We're not interested in that. We want to find Alberto.
You wanted him. I wanted him. I make him pay me for my shotgun.
Was there blood on your gun when Alberto brought it back?
How do you know that?
Never mind. I'll ask the questions. You just answer them.
Was there blood on the gun?
Sure.
Any idea how it got there?
No.
Where was the gun broken?
She's broken. Right.
Where's the gun now?
I take the gun to son Badu, the fix shop.
Okay, we'll look into that later, and you better be telling the truth.
I'm a tell you the truth. I'm always telling the truth. I'm a no lie about the gun. She's a broke.
Okay, forget it.
Your first name's Lee, isn't it, Johnson?
Yes, sir.
You know Alberto Rodriguez?
Sure, I know him.
When did you see him last?
Oh, about a month ago.
Any idea where he is now?
No, last I heard of him, he was supposed to have been in a fight in Coachella. Him and that uncle of his. And they both disappeared, and I haven't seen either one of them since.
Lloyd, get on the phone, will you, and take up and see if these two birds may be in a hospital somewhere in the valley?
Okay.
Where'd this fight take place?
Oh, Joe's beer joint in Coachella.
Check that one, too, will you, Lloyd?
Sure.
Did you know old man Martin?
Oh, sure, everybody knows Wendy.
Was he pretty friendly with this Rodriguez fellow?
Sure, used to lend him money. Let him use his car and all sorts of things.
You know much about this Alfredo guy?
Nope, nobody knew much about him. He comes from Arizona.
Arizona, huh?
Yeah, they all come from over there somewhere close to Mecca. Why are you so interested in those two birds?
Oh, just nosy, I guess.
Well, Les, I checked the hospital at Mecca and Indio, the beer joint. No soap anywhere. Joe hasn't seen the two birds for a month at least. He said the fight didn't amount to anything anyway. Neither of them has shown up for treatment anywhere.
Well, it's not important anyway. I have a hunch the boys we want are in Arizona.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Now, according to the information I got about those two boys from the sheriff in Phoenix, they've been seen around this pool hall.
How are we going to know them?
That's a problem. We'll have to take a chance on anybody that answers their description.
Well, we can't pick them up out here.
Good thing we have an agreement with Arizona about extradition.
Yeah, it might hold us up otherwise.
Hey, look.
Yeah?
There's a couple of monkeys that look pretty good to me.
You mean that young one and the bird at the second table?
Uh-huh. Alberto's only 18, you know, and his uncle's only 31.
I think they're the babies we're looking for.
Let's take a chance.
Alberto?
Somebody called you?
Yeah, I did. Come over here a minute. Bring Alfredo with you.
Come on.
What a break.
Who are you? What do you want?
I want to talk with you a minute.
You know this man, Alfredo?
No. Well, don't be bashful, boys. We've been wanting to see you fellows for some time. You look a little homesick.
Oh, no. We're not homesick. We like it here, don't we, Alfredo?
Sure, we like it here.
Oh, you'll like it better back in California.
We never lived in California.
That's your story. Well, here's ours.
How you put these handcuffs on? Where are you?
We're officers from the Sheriff's Department, Riverside County, out in California. We've come to see that you boys get back home safe and sound so that you can spend the rest of your lives in jail.
What have we done? We are innocent.
Killing an old man because you thought he had a little money isn't very innocent. Come along.
Dios mío.
All right, Alberto. We've got Alfredo's side of the story. Now start talking.
What did he tell you?
Never mind what he told us. It's your story we're interested in.
What will they do with me if I tell you everything?
There's no telling. They might hang you.
No, they can't do that. It was Alfredo's fault. I didn't want to kill him.
You what?
I will not tell you.
Better change your mind.
You'll have to tell it in court anyway. Might as well help things out now by telling us about it.
Oh, I tell you.
Get started.
Well, Alfredo and I, we got Italian John's shotgun. My father before him. I tell him I wanted to hunt rabbits. Alfredo said to me, I park my car in Big Grove, west of town. You bring all my martini out the grove, and we take this month.
Did you do it?
I get shot myself, and then all my martini, we go to the grocery store to buy groceries. Then we drive out to the place where we kill it. I tell him I want to see about a cry. I want to buy some fellow. And we get out there. He say, I not see any car. And I say, pretty soon now you see planning. Then my uncle, Alfredo, he walk up and shoot the old man in the back of the head. He fall down.
Was he dead?
No, he crawl around on the ground. Then my uncle said to me, Alberto, you finished the job. So I hit him with the gun. That was when the stock got broke. That is all that happened.
That's all, huh?
Si, senor.
How much money did you get?
$4.35.
$4.35. You killed a man for $4.35?
Si, senor, we bought beer with him. And then we decided to go away. It was very disappointing, senor.
Oh, you were disappointed, were you?
Si, senor, I was very disappointed.
Too bad. Well, Alberto, you won't be disappointed this time.
No, senor?
No. We'll see to it that you get everything you deserve.
In just a moment, Under Sheriff Lynch will conclude our story. Before presenting the closing facts, friends, I want to urge each of you who hasn't done so to put the new all-purpose Rio Grande Crack to a personal test. I want you to find out to your own complete satisfaction the truth of what I've told you about this radically new and different gasoline. That the perfect blending of a double portion of ingredients does give you a motor fuel that for once in automotive history meets every purpose. It makes your car surpass any previous performance in every department of driving. This new cracked gasoline is liquid dynamite. Get it at any red and white Rio Grande station. And now, Under Sheriff Steve Lynch.
Alfredo and Alberta were not disappointed. They received life sentences in San Quentin, where they are living examples of the fact that crime cannot pay. Incidentally, Deputy Crevecoeur recovered from his spider bite and is still a member of Sheriff Rayburn's staff.
Thank you, Under Sheriff Lynch.
Riverside County Sheriff's Office calling all cars. Attention all cars to cancellation broadcast 287 regarding a murder. Suspects in this case are now in custody. That's all. Roll.
This is your narrator, Frederick Lindsley, bidding you good night for Rio Grande.
Next week at this hour, Rio Grande will present The Plague of the Black Locust. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.